Chat, today we are talking about opening up a sneaker store. It is not my sneaker store, but it is one of our close friends, Dan, Ben from Luxury Box, Jeremy from Luxury Box. We are here in Atlanta for the grand opening of Luxury Box Sneaker Store Part 2. We'll be giving you guys a behind-the-scenes look of what it's like to open up a sneaker store here in Atlanta, what it's like to open up sneaker stores all across the U.S. My guys originally are from PA, so I've known them for a minute. We've been in the resale game from the jump, back when things were cooking. And these guys have been able to expand their business, grow their business, and now they're on to their second store location. So, as you guys can see behind me, we have a plethora of different brands of clothing, starting off with some essentials they got, Kith, you name it, they've got it. Godspeed, one of my favorite brands out right now. And of course, a bunch of other up-and-coming brands. We got Born Star, Hell Star, every star in the world they got. If you guys got any questions, drop them in the chat. If you guys are ever looking to be in the Atlanta area and you're looking to obviously get your drips, come to Luxury Box. They have 2 locations. This one is, I don't know the actual address, but we're in West Midtown right now. And this is my guy right over here, Dan.
What's up, bro?
Shout out to Dan.
Nice to see you.
One of the owners of Luxury Box. Dan, I've seen from the beginning when you were in PA, I remember you still have my number saved as the Cool Grays guy. How do you get from flipping a bunch of sneakers wholesale to now opening up your second store?
It's been quite the journey. At a certain point, you just realize that you have to build something physical as well. So we do wholesale, but we wanted to have something physical, something that customers can shop at every single day, because we cannot deal with day-to-day customers ourselves. When I met Chase, he started dealing with individuals himself, but I think the best way to deal with individuals is to build an actual business, a company that can deal with these people every single day. I decided when I was thinking, okay, I want to open a store, because that's how I saw it to scale, the next step to scale. I was thinking, where is there a lot of demand? And the culture in the South to dress is a lot different than the culture up north. So up north, people just want to put on a matching set. They don't care if it's $50, $60, $100. They don't want to spend a lot of money, so they just want to look fly. In Atlanta, people actually want to go out and look nice. So here they spend a lot of money on nicer stuff. They want to look nice. They go to the mall. They go to the movie theater. They want to look nice. Not like back in the north, I feel like people go out and they just wear a hoodie and sweatpants, right? A basic hoodie.
True.
So we picked Atlanta, had one location that we opened up in October of 2022, now I believe, and now we're opening up store number 2 in West Midtown Atlanta. Our first one is in Buckhead on this Sunday.
There you go. Grand opening this Sunday. Can you walk through a little bit of the store? I know it's still, obviously everything is kind of still being built in. We got a bunch of boxes and probably a bunch of inventory that had to be taken out of the boxes. But what's the store going to look like when it's all said and done, finished and complete? Walk through the visual.
So when we opened up the first store, we had no idea if it was going to work, if we were still going to have a store in a year, in 2 years. We had no idea what was going to happen. So we built just a basic model, very bare bones. In the first store, we just had shelves of sneakers, a couple of racks of clothing, and that's about it.
And there he is. Yeah. Luxury Box Ben right here. How you doing, bro? What's good? What?
He threw the whole thing away. He said, why am I even talking?
All right, you talk to him. How did you get involved with Luxury Box? Linking up with Dan and getting to this point, bro.
That was...
You're younger than... Is he the youngest?
I'm older than him,
yeah.
I'll be 21 in 2 weeks.
Jesus, you can't even drink. Yeah. That's crazy. Second
open bar
store.
Tomorrow, though. Open bar at the grand opening. Yeah, we got open bar.
Okay, but are you going to have to ID yourself?
I'm not drinking.
All right, bet. All right. I don't know if you're about to dox yourself right here live, bro. But all right, talk to me. How did you basically get to this point? Because Dan told me his story, but I don't even know how you guys even collaborated to get this done.
So I knew Dan just from wholesaling sneakers for a while. We had a lot of mutuals. He actually put me on to somebody that, I don't know if you know James Latanzi.
Of course, absolutely. He's opened up another store in Bullseye, Philly, right where the old Atmos used to be.
Yeah, they took over a crazy spot. But yeah, Dan put me on to working with James, and I was working for him for about a year. I was consigning with him, and I started at Temple University. I was about a month in. So he calls me like 8:30 in the morning. Where the fuck is the curse on here?
Yeah, you can say whatever the hell you want, bro.
Why the fuck is...
I was on the toilet. I remember the day.
You were taking a shit?
I was taking a shit.
8:30 in the morning. It was his best friend. That's Jeremy. He's our third partner. that was the other partner for them. And he's like, yo, our third partner just dropped out of the company. And he calls me, okay, like, I'll do it. And he's like, what do you mean? Like, I'm not asking. I was just like looking for advice, like what to do. I was like,
bro thought he got the job.
No, I didn't think he was calling me to if I wanted to do it. But
Yeah.
I was like, yo, like,
Right.
I'm doing it. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? And
So you basically made yourself.
Shoved it in
You just
there,
shoved it in.
By the end of that phone call, I was dropped out of school. An hour later, and 4 days later, we were driving down with a van full of him.
That's fucking crazy. So you went from like basically wholesaling through sneaker boutique.
Wholesaling, consigning, and I worked a little bit with.
Got you.
I worked for him.
So then just busting your way through Luxury Box's back door to get in.
It sucked at first. We were open up in the other spot. We had no money to do a build out. We didn't know how to do a build out. I was 18 at the time. So
Yeah.
I went to Home Depot. I fucking picked up some racks, just shoved it on the wall. We paid some girl to promo a grand opening event for us. And yeah, thank God the event went well. But then like the next 8 months of business were just like miserable.
Yeah.
And I was like,
'cause that was a tough time too. Like the markets were rough. But speaking of promo, you guys have had tons of celebrities come through, right?
Sure.
Lil Baby, I know Quavo, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just had the girl off of Drewski's. Bambi came through. She spent like how much on Chrome, or she's still on a credit thing, right?
We made
Made a second payment this month.
yeah.
She's on the Affirm plan.
We financed her for a pair of Chrome jeans. She got like 127 months. She's
Bro, 127 months.
probably wanted Chrome jeans. Am I gonna tell
What
her
was
no?
that? How much were the Chrome
Gave me
jeans?
her credit score and it wasn't good. So I had to make something work. You know what I mean?
What's the interest look like on that?
I don't know if that's something I should say on camera.
Wow, boys are up right now. Bambi, I apologize. I would if I was there, I would have done something about it. I would have gave you a nice little discount. But how much were the Chrome jeans?
They were $12,000.
Pre-interest,
So, like, she'll
okay.
probably end up paying.
So pretty much like a Jeep Grand Cherokee, like a nice American
it's like a 10-year
car,
plan, though. Yeah.
10-year plan, a decade. Facts. Those jeans might be worth
They go up,
$40K
yeah.
by the
Bro,
time
if
she
it's
pays it
looking
off.
like, if it's looking like the way sneakers were looking during COVID,
Yeah.
I'd be good with those jeans.
Jeez,
Yeah.
bro. That's crazy. All right, so that's the, I guess, OG luxury box stop or store. You guys had a bunch of people come through the promo. Why did you guys decide to make Luxury Box 2?
So we buy a lot of inventory, that's one. We have a lot of stuff that we're struggling to just sell more of.
Yep.
We kind of figured out the buying, now it's just time to figure out the selling. This is a completely different part of the city. It caters to a whole new customer. So we decided, thank God we signed a pretty good deal here. We decided let's just pop open another spot.
There you go. I feel like you guys are definitely well known around the whole city of Atlanta and honestly everywhere in the U.S. Like I feel like you guys are one of the top retail stores.
Means a lot.
That means that
Say it.
that means then you guys are selling Labubus, right?
We're getting our first batch. I refused to carry them a long time. They were texting the group chat, bashing me like, let's carry them. And then a buddy of mine picked up the phone, and he was like, yo, you got Labubus? I was like, no, bro, I'm not carrying Labubus. He's like, bro, you got to get Labubus.
Yeah, they're a money printer, right?
Yeah. I was like, place an order for them, so we got 60 of them coming tomorrow.
So this will be the first time you guys are ever selling Labubus.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
heard from everyone that
They just sell out. Like
Yeah.
they're literally like the new crack.
Like,
Would you ever rock one Percy or no?
that's such a stupid trend. It's like the same
Most
thing
trends are stupid, to
the
be
same
honest.
thing- There's purpose behind things. It's the same thing we were talking about before the camera came on. We were talking about bear brakes. He was like,
Facts, yep.
Do we sell bear brakes? We sell a shit ton of bear brakes. And the reason for that is like they have a purpose. They look good in your apartment.
Right.
Boo-boos is, yo, I'm with...
You're just a
It's more of a feeling. So before, during COVID, you remember we were selling early for $500. So somebody wanted to feel good. They had money. They went to get that
Something
feeling
that other
now.
people don't
They're
have.
paying $500 for a juice to get it now. But with these Labubus, you $60 for a small little box. You don't know what to. You get that same feeling of happiness. It's
instant
instantaneous
gratification,
happiness
yeah.
For $60 only, and that's why they're popular.
That's so crazy because like you could get like in a row the same Labubus, open one after the next, and you could get the same color, same color,
I've
same
only
color.
seen one in...
I've actually never seen one in person.
I think,
So do we have one?
Trev.
Does someone have a Labubu? Oh shit! Here it is, bro. A real life Labubu.
So that look of excitement that Chase just got, that's what people are paying the 50 for. That right there.
I mean, it smells pretty good. It smells like some good manufactured toys smell. They look cool. The fur's cool. They're pretty plush. Is this like one of the rare colors?
That's a basic color.
This is a basic bitch color.
But the secret color is going for $500. You pay $500 for one of those?
500. Well, did you just see this? Sydney Sweeney's bathwater. Have you seen that?
I've heard about it, yeah.
Sydney Sweeney's bathwater. They said it's selling on StockX for $300. Like the bar of bathwater. Yeah. So like, I feel like a reseller's gonna start putting bars of soap in their store. Bro, people will pay. That shit was $8 retail. $8 retail turned to $300. Come on, you do the math.
I wouldn't even pay the $8.
You wouldn't have paid $8? Yeah, you would have. If you knew they were gonna flip, you would have bought. You would have bought all 5,000.
Maybe if I knew they were gonna flip.
Yeah, bro. Come on. So how much do you pay for a bar of soap?
On the top of my head, Amazon $2-3, and good to go.
Sydney Sweeney, like, she deserves a premium on it. 500 is a jokey joke. What's the next trend? You guys, like, with reselling and understanding, like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
I'm so sorry. Do you have to work here for the rest of the day?
You might have to. We might have to.
I think I just broke some shit.
Too.
I might just I might have just broken something. An iPad?
Just tap here. Oh, I got it.
Sorry, bro. What's the next thing to go viral? Hey, come on, bro. I'm going through something right now. Well, how much? No, but for real though, what's the next thing to go viral?
Thing to go viral?
Next, like, product.
Bro, Chrome Hearts.
Talk to me about the Chrome, bro.
So we just came back from Japan. We did a trip for our graduation. Like someone from the Luxury Box family, he graduated high school, so we all went to Japan.
These guys are rich, bro. Graduated high school, going to Japan. That's crazy.
Bro,
Getting to reselling.
Started off as lunchbox, but
Ooh, these are nice. I feel like a lot of resale stores get into the details, and I feel like details matter. It makes the customer want to come back. This would make me want to come back. If I get this, I'm not just in a brown trash bag to bring my shit home. This is nice.
Yo, we're closed. You hear me? We're closed. For sure. I appreciate that. We'll be here. You're gonna see me often.
I'm gonna make sure you have some many motherfuckers. This luxury. This motherfucker gonna have some. Get me 30%.
We'll be here.
So would you say that's your typical customer?
Probably not.
Basically, he gave me a vibe of like somebody he'd be rocking with, like Young Thug. Like he's looking for Spider, probably some really tight ass jeans. Not really a chrome type of dude, right?
Like people, I would say stuff like that. A lot more streetwear sells, just like you said.
Yeah.
Spider.
Godspeed, Veil.
Speaking of which, what are the top brands you guys are pushing out of the store right now?
So it depends. We have two. We have the customer that just wants to look fly for school.
The ATLYN?
For just to go out. Whatever it is, they don't want to spend a crazy amount of money, but they still want to look fly. So we got stuff like the Godspeed and the Veil that's outselling everything like that. This entire rack is. So these are shirts that go for about $200.
Bro, I love the Godspeed brand right now. I think the quality of the actual T-shirts and the blanks is fire. And whoever their graphic designer is who's coming up with this shit is on another level. Yeah. Like, no one's really touching these type of graphics and the prints on them. What size is this? 2XL. Okay, I was about to say this is pretty big, but...
we have multiple in the back, so we might have your size, actually.
Nah, I need that mocha. I like that color a lot. All right, so the Godspeed's going crazy. You know how, like, I would say Hellstar, like, we're both wearing Hellstar right now.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know what it is, but, like, it just seems like Hellstar kind of fell off a cliff when it comes to the people wearing it, like athletes. Like, I remember there was early on, right? Every single interview, you would see rappers, athletes, whatever. If there was some sort of content being made, they were rocking Hellstar. And I don't see that anymore.
We do still sell a little bit of Hellstar, but we definitely sold it a lot better when we started carrying it about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right towards the end of Capsule 8. So Hellstar, I think people want what other people... As soon as you see too much of something in the market, as soon as too many people, everyday people are wearing something, I think the athletes don't want it as much because they want to stand out. They want to wear something nobody else has. Because even though Godspeed sells like crack for us, you don't really see too many athletes.
You don't.
Yeah,
but you see your normal, I guess, hype beast rocking it. Like your normal New Yorker. Like when... Around the East Coast, like I see a bunch of people wearing Godspeed stuff. And I wear it myself. Like, I still wear Hellstar every now and then, but I definitely think that Godspeed right now is more worn than Hellstar.
It's also at a more affordable. We're selling for about $200. When we first started selling Godspeed tees, the retail was lower. We were selling about $150. That Hellstar tee that you have on right now, when we had that tee, we were selling for $350.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I paid like $350 or $400 for it. Yeah, bro. Which is honestly something I regret. Can we take a look at the sneaks in the back?
I'm gonna take you right here.
The behind the scenes, the luxury box. What are you guys calling this one? Just luxury box?
So this is luxury box Midtown.
Midtown?
So this is a start. All of this was completely empty this morning. So
damn. So you guys been putting in work.
We've been putting in some work. Our back room at the first store is about 4 times the size of this. In terms of merchandise, we have a lot of stuff there. But because we're just opening, we don't know what the customer here is actually going to be buying. We're putting a little bit less stuff in here and seeing what the customer kind of wants.
I was going to say, how do you like really put in how do you know what to put into your store? Like, how do you know what your demographics are going to be like if you guys have never even been here? Like, where do you go to get that market research?
So we can only guess and kind of base off of what we've already sold in our first store. We don't think it's going to be exactly the same in this store. So when we opened the first store, remember mids were popping?
Yes, that
So,
was
mids-
what a time to be alive.
Mids were jumping. Mids were selling everywhere.
$200-$300 for mids.
I was wholesaling to hundreds of sneaker stores at the time, even more now. But back then when I started out, every store was buying mids. So when we opened the store, I'm like, damn, we got to put tens of thousands of dollars into mids. We got to have every nice color, the Chicagos, remember those?
Yeah, the Chicago mids.
All these nice mids. I'm like, we have to have these for our customers. They're going to fly off the And I put a bunch of money into mids, put a bunch of money into dunks and mids. And we're selling them now online. Stuff that we paid $110, we're selling for $50.
Yeah, so a
We're
nice
losing
50%
money.
haircut.
Oh my God, we are losing money left and right on those. So for this location, we're trying to put a little bit less money into each individual item, put a little bit of money across a lot of things, sprinkle it out,
Right.
see what is selling in the first month, and then just put more money into that type of stuff
Diversify
Exactly.
versus going all in on a couple things.
from the beginning.
Right, yeah,
don't
for
know.
sure, because you definitely don't know, and I would say that's probably one of the most riskiest parts of starting a business and starting a store is like you don't know what the audience is going to be like, so you're going and basically guessing and hoping that, okay, this worked here, maybe we need to buy a bunch of this to fulfill whatever customers are going to be here, but it might not be the case. So I definitely agree with you. Definitely spread yourself out with what you're trying to get, and it seems like right now clothing is the number one thing, but sneakers, speaking of which, we got our good old clean pair of everyone's favorite,
The G-Phaso.
the Air Force One. What's something like this resell for you guys? And if you don't mind asking, how much you buying stuff like this for?
So, funny enough, the white Air Force One is sold in Nike and Foot Locker everywhere for $150.
Yep.
That's the retail price.
Prices are going up.
It's pretty available for that price. Where do you think we sell this?
I would say you guys would want to be competitive with retail. So I would say like $110 to $105.
So most resale stores have this at $140 because they're paying around anywhere between $80 to $90 for white Air Force right now on the market, depending on how many you buy, what type of size one you're buying, just on a couple of factors. So to make a normal retail margin, you got to sell for $1. We sell these for $100. We sell
Dang.
them retail price after credit card fees, after we pay commission. We'd actually lose money on our white Air Force.
Really? What's the reason behind that?
So I know that you finished school. You remember in school, I believe they taught us about a loss leader.
Yes.
A loss leader, do you remember what it is?
Not really, because I was a biology major, but I kind of know where you're going with this.
So a loss leader is something that we, as retailers, put into the store. We lose money on it just to drive foot traffic and hope that sale converts to a different, and that other item will make a little bit of money on. So if they walk in and they buy a white Air Force One, and we lose $5 or $10 on a white Air Force One, but then they match it up with a Godspeed t-shirt that we can make 40 or 50 bucks on, that is when the loss leader drives traffic to us, converts to sale, and then we make a little bit of money on the transaction.
There you go. It's similar to like upselling, right?
Yes.
And then also the fact that people probably are like going to be word of mouth marketing, be like, yo, Luxury Box has Air Force Ones for $100.
Air Force
The
Ones in the
cheapest
country.
the cheapest Air Force Ones in Atlanta in the country. So, and everybody, it seems like, needs a pair of G-Phasos. They want them clean. They want them for cheaper. This makes total sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me. I would do the same. What about shoes-wise here? What else do we have? What are some,
So
looks like we got some, are those Travis Scotts?
at Luxury Box, we carry literally everything. These are a pretty hot mover right now, the SB4s.
One of my favorites, Pine Green 4s.
So these,
Just take a whiff.
It's like the classics.
It's the best smell.
Shoes don't smell like this.
The Jordan 4 SB might have one of the best smells because it used to be Jordan 1s.
Yeah.
Now that they came out with the SB 4s, whatever glue they're using in this,
Good stuff.
it's the real good stuff. This will get you hooked. Will get you hooked. Absolutely. Beautiful pair of shoes.
So this is the type of stuff that sells really well for us. This sold a lot better when it came because it literally sold out of the resale stores. Remember when they first came out, they were so hyped that the resale stores couldn't keep it in stock.
Right, yeah, they couldn't.
Right.
No, these, I feel like the brick by brick 4s, those,
That's our best seller right now.
that's your best seller right now?
Those and the metallic 5s. The metallic 5s, we
What?
have so much demand.
Bro, the Metallic 5 release really kind of kept the sneaker market alive.
Yeah.
Because I remember around that time, no one was like anticipating that the Metallic 5s were going to, number one, sell out, and then number two, go for like $200 over retail. I don't know. Were you like buying heavy the Metallic 5s for retail?
So we tried some early pairs, and the early pairs moved really, really fast.
Okay, see, that's I guess the...
Socks, it's just like a ladder.
Yeah. I guess that's like the the good thing about owning a store is that you can kind of have that early market. You can be an early market mover because you can see what works early.
The issue is 8 times out of 10, I'd say 4 times out of 5, when we try early shoes, we just don't sell out of them.
Yeah.
And then we have them at a crazy high cost. We end up dropping the price to be in line with market prices, and we end up losing them.
Right.
But for those, we kind of saw demand off the rip. So on release day, I made sure that we had 2 to 3 size runs, which means that we have 2 to 3 pairs in every single. In history, any new release, we've only sold up to maybe 8 to 10 pairs. In the first month of a new release. We don't sell new release retros that well. People come to us to find the stuff that you can't find in any other
Right, the more
store.
limited stuff.
The Travis Scotts, the brick by brick 4s, things like that. So that shoe we actually sold over 50 pairs of in the first month.
Really?
That was the best selling shoe in luxury box hit.
That's insane.
Yeah.
The metallic 5s.
Metallic 5.
But you had no idea, right? Like when this first happened, you were just like, this is crazy. Like
We didn't
sneakers
expect
are
it.
back.
We did
Make
not
sneakers
expect
great again, basically.
Make sneakers great again. We
The
did not
metallic
expect it
fives.
at all. And the harder part is every time we would buy it, so let's say on release day, we were getting pairs for around $280. We put them in the store for $350. They sold out. When we went to buy them again, we had to pay almost $350. So at a certain point, we were buying them for more than we were selling them for.
That's
so every
crazy.
time we got them back in, we had to raise the price. I think now they cost us around $380. We have to sell them for $500.
I was gonna say on like around StockX, they're going for about $450 after fees. You're paying that $500 price range for them. Insane to me, bro, because it's definitely something that I did not expect whatsoever.
No,
and like, cause I remember the Union Chicago's were coming out around that time too, and I was like, hey, listen, like this is gonna be probably the shoe that's gonna keep sneakers going. And it ended up being the
Unions?
metallic. Yeah.
We sold about 3 or 4 of those.
Yeah, it's like those kind of came down a lot in price, and it really was the metallic 5s to keep it all going. But what do we got here? Travis Scott? Golf?
These are Travis Scott's.
Let's go
These are
golfing.
not basic olives. These are the golfs.
Yeah.
So stuff like this is what luxury box is really known for. We have a lot of high-end stuff because you can come in and any local resale store is going to have some olives. Probably not every size. We come to us, we have Travis Olive Golfs, which are like a $2,000 sneaker almost right now online, right?
What? They
I believe
2K?
so. We're selling them for a lot less than that. We actually have them for a pretty good deal. I think we have them like a little bit over $1,000. Shoes like this is what we're known for. We carry.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I owe you guys $150.
Not us. Only $100.
Oh, yeah, true. Sorry about that.
So no worries. So here we definitely prioritize a lot of high-end shoes and just having what the customer wants. That's what we really pride ourselves in. As you know, Jordan 1s are dead now. We have not
Super
bought
dead.
Jordan 1s
Really, none of the new colorways that have dropped. You said you bought a couple pairs of Union Chicago's.
just to have them. Yeah.
What are your... Okay, so what about like the shattered backboards that are releasing, I think, in August?
We
No?
It depends. If we can pick them up at the right number,
Yeah.
where if they don't move in store, then we can move them through another
Channel.
sales channel and still get our money back out of it, we're going to buy them. But the ones don't really do well. We do have older Jordan 1s. Stuff like a shattered backward. Think like OG Stadium Goods, OG Flight Club.
Right,
where they had-
2017, 2018 vibes.
Exactly. All this stuff that they had that you could not find anywhere else, this crazy old curated selection. We have some of that stuff that you would see in the first look show.
Got you. All right. Oh, speaking of dunks, SB dunks, these are still good, right? As people still rock with SB dunks?
So SB Dunks is a special type of customer. SB Dunk is not somebody trying to go out on a weekend, trying to have a good time, look fly. An SB Dunk is more of a collector sneaker.
Yep, the Udos. I like these ones. What are your thoughts on the Machas?
The matchas are definitely not as nice as them. I mean, these are beautiful. The matchas are, for me, they're too green. We should have a pair here. Oh, these are awesome. I think these are one of the cooler colorways out there.
Futura SBs, yeah. Very cool. I do love that SB always makes sure to have a nice story to tell with their colorways that they drop.
The Crenshaws.
Fire.
We've definitely got some nice colors. Talk about is these ones are probably one of our best sellers for sneakers. All colors in the Power Puff.
Ooh. See, at least for me, I can't put on Power Puff.
Understandable.
My masculinity, I think, it kind of like slaps me in the face. Like, what am I doing wearing Power Puff?
But if you were comfortable with your mask, you would have no issue wearing a bright color to match your bright outfit.
That's true, but I guess I have some self-reflecting I need to do because I can't put on a Power Puff sneaker.
I may or may not think the same way as you, but maybe I'm just not into fashion as much.
How would you scale, like, what would you say on a scale from 1 to 10, like, your fashion skills? Or
2.5.
2.5?
I would say so, yeah. I got some on
What we got on
with
feet?
some Puma socks, but behind me is some of the nicest merchandise you can possibly find out there.
Yeah.
I don't personally love this stuff. Doesn't mean I don't see the demand. I can't track it and bring it out for the
Right.
customers.
For sure, absolutely. At the end of the day, you're a businessman, right? You can't get high off your own supply. You can, but it's not good.
if you don't reinvest every single dollar, and I think this also goes for the resellers watching, if you want to grow your business, if you want to grow your company, whatever, you have to reinvest. I'm sure you can speak to that. I feel like you guys have reinvested very heavily.
A lot of money.
What would happen if you guys pulled money out of your business?
It would. All right, I think I'm going to cash out a little bit. What do we end up getting today?
You were looking at that brown Godspeed t-shirt.
Yes, brown Godspeed. Brown Godspeed tee.
Before you go
And
in
some
on that
pants.
brown one,
Yeah, do you have it?
the whole rack is. Do you want to look through and see what you
Chat, I don't know. What do we think?
have? Your
I really like this one. Chat, out of 10, what do you guys give this? Yes, cash out. Pretty Brownskin wants me to cash out. Yeah. What is this? Chat, this one? We'll say this is number 1. I'm going to put these over here. If that's okay? Let's see. This one's kind of tough. I feel like I kind of have something similar to this. I kind of want like a different color. This will be number 2. Ooh. You definitely have my size, you think? A size large?
I can double check for you, but I believe both of these are newer styles. We should have your size. If it's not in this store, we have it in the other store.
I'm going to pop this one over here.
I can check for you. Denim Tears still has a little bit of motion. We carry.
Yeah, I see. I have a pair of Denim Tears pants just like this, and I feel like I end up not wearing them a lot because I just don't want to have the tears on my pants. So it's like, do I get to do the same thing with the rhinestones? Like, I don't want to always have to put rhinestones on my pants to be able to wear them.
You want to see a $5,000 jacket? It's a Chrome Hearts puffer. It's a $5,000 jacket. If you're a Chrome Hearts fan. Oh, security! Security!
Shit. Just messing with you, bro.
Damn, Chase is fast, but I'm faster.
I'm just messing with you, bro. I was just
quick.
$5,000.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Hopefully, I didn't mess it up at all.
Nah, you're good.
Otherwise, shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
That's just dust. It should come off fast. Yo, Chase, you're about to have to. You said when are you flying out? When are you flying out, Chase?
Right now, I gotta go after this.
So we're actually gonna have you clock in tomorrow at 9 a.m.
God.
You gotta put in about 3 weeks, and that's me doing you a favor.
Fine. Okay. Fine. How about a coin flip? Coin flip for my time.
Let's do 0 weeks or 6 weeks.
0 or 6 weeks. I don't have a coin though on me. Should it actually come off? I'm really sorry now.
No, you're good.
If it doesn't, I owe you $5K.
5 was the store price. I have to charge you a little bit more.
I can't get any sort of family discount?
We'll see.
How about like 500 Labubus? 500 Labubus for a Chrome Hearts. It's on the left sleeve, or yeah.
Oh, we had it sold, he's saying.
Yeah, he was waiting on more photos. He wanted to be dead stock.
How much did you want to pay? You said $6,000? Yo, Chase.
It was like 55, yeah.
Chase. You gotta start putting the fries in the bag.
I told him
bro.
I would send him more photos Sunday.
I gotta start putting the shoes on the shelf.
You gotta start putting the shoes on the shelf.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, where's the hammer and nails? We gotta put Chase to work now.
I tried to steal it.
We had a little theft issue.
Potentially like some water and wipes. Here, let me just get to work.
Put him to work.
Maybe some water. Maybe some luxury box water. That I feel like that can cure cancer.
It might be able to.
Do you have get it like a paper towel or something, damn, you had this sold too.
Guys, where's the paper?
Chad, I feel like an asshole now.
Yo, you follow me into the bathroom? Hey, yo.
Bro, I thought this was double. My fault.
There we go.
Let's see. I think it'll come out. I don't want to put it anywhere. This is an experiment.
Let's do it right over these boxes.
How to clean Chrome Hearts. How to clean your $5,000 Chrome Hearts puffer jacket.
I'm gonna just put it right on it.
Whoa. Do this. Yeah. That should be good.
Luxury box water.
It can actually cure cancer. Look at that. It's like it was never there. I think that works. I hope it works.
W luxury box?
I think that's good. I mean, only time will tell.
Oh, but it looks a little bit. If you're a sneaker store owner, watch out. Chase comes by, you're in trouble.
I'm never gonna get an interview anywhere else because of this. Oh, because I was trying to clip farm. Where else? Somewhere else? Should be good.
Come off.
Good? I hope.
It's good.
To the Chrome gods.
Just today, for the first time ever, we are not going to uphold our you break it, you buy it policy. Just for the boy.
Thank you, bro.
Just for you, bro.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Because I wouldn't have been able to afford this in a flight home. I would have actually had to clock in 60 hours. All right, let me buy the Godspeed t-shirt now. I'm going to cop these two. I'm just going with both, chat.
What size are these?
This one's a medium, and then this one's a 2XL.
2XL, okay. We are checking for you now.
So pretty interesting sizes. But let's get cashed out.
So
Can we cash out?
We don't have the black one. So they're going to check.
Okay.
pretty high chance we cannot find.
Well, Luxury Box does shipping, right?
Luxury Box does shipping.
You guys ship?
So if anything, we can still run it as a transaction.
Say that. I want the full Luxury Box experience, all right? I'm going to act like I walked in. I'm walking in from the store, walking in from the street. I'm the first customer ever, okay? Oh, wow. The store's pretty nice.
Chase, welcome to Luxury Box.
Oh, hi.
Random customer in Atlanta. Welcome to Luxury Box. How may I assist you today? My name's Dan.
Yes, Dan. My name is NPC, and I'm looking for a Godspeed t-shirt today.
NPC. A lot of other NPCs have been looking for Godspeed. This is the hottest brand in our store.
Oh, my gosh. That t-shirt looks so nice. I must wear it. I will get all the huzz.
Let's bring you out for it.
All right.
Does this one look good?
How much does this cost?
For you, only $200.
Amazing. Let's buy it.
Let's go to this checkout. How will you be paying today? NPC pay, cash, or card?
NPC pay. Ding. This is a great experience. Thank you, Dan.
Of course, NPC. We're also going to add the black large.
Whoa, what?
Uh-oh.
I get scammed here?
Sometimes. You want us to add that black t-shirt? NPC, you want us to add that black t-shirt?
Scam. Mystery box. Overload. Coin flip. Sure. Yeah. Add it. Let's do it. Are you going to ship it to me?
You want us to ship both?
No.
So you'll take one, and then, so let's run two. Because this one we're going to have to charge sales tax if we ship it. I don't think it's going to charge sales tax. Sales tax is $17.80.
God damn.
That goes to the state of Georgia.
The Peach State's fucking
They come
pumping booty.
They come for your peach.
All right, fine. Let's do it. $2.17 here. $17 in sales tax is kind of absurd. I think Philly's what, 6% sales
6%,
tax?
yeah.
But they don't even do a sales tax on clothing.
Clothing and sneakers.
They don't, right? Yeah. No. Yeah. So this would just be in Pennsylvania. This would be straight up 200. All right. Good. First transaction.
First sale at Luxury Box, West Midtown.
There we go.
Let me bag it up for you.
Jeremy, appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Dan, my man.
Appreciate you all.
Dan the man. Luxury Box. See you guys. It was great to meet you guys. Hopefully I didn't cause too much of a problem. Take care.